joining us. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here is Holiday. Clock at 6. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Pulls up on the wing. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Tatum looking around. That's to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Holiday. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Sneaking out to the corner. Can't lose LaMelo. He'll make you pay if you do.
In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Miller with a wide open look. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft, his three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
And White kicks to Tatum. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Ball shoots it out to Miller. Back to Ball. Rebound Boston.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Brown the pass to Porzingis over Williams. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Charlotte has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Miller outside. Picked by Williams. Tries it from the top of the key. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Here's Brown, and he drives in, and Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Brown finds Porzingis. Back to Brown. Takes the 3. Rebound by Williams. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball. And the only thing holding him back now, is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 4. And again, the Hornets missing. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. There's Brown with the 3. Rebound by Williams. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Ball, no good. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Tatum, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Williams.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's a Kogi in at the small forward. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Holiday hits it from three-point range. Holiday's got 7 points in the game.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here's Tatum after the miss from Derek White. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Ball kicks to Miller. Back to Ball. Launches a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got 3 assists now in this one.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 8. Out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. There's Miller with the 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Tremendous hustle, working hard for that bucket.
Celtics trail by 8. Brown wide open. He fires. Busted. No good that time either.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, "We can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger." Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Tatum no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porzingis finds White. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, he's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid in setting up his teammates.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
So it's the Celtics now, following the 3 by Charlotte. White, good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Out to Miller, fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday surveying the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
Clark with the Hornets, they were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
Now Tatum following Nurkic's 3-point attempt. Right side Holiday. Outside White. There's the triple. Boston, no good that time either. Charlotte leading by 8. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Such an athletic guy. Bridges just hammers it down.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Porzingis can't hit. Hornets have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. To the middle, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
And here's Tatum for 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
They've got Torrey Craig, and it's Cornette in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now, here's Craig. Launches it. Good on the triple. Craig's got it back down to within single digits for the Celtics.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Mann. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's Hauser. Still yet to score. Here's Cornet. And finally they hit one.
A really good way to get your first points of the half with a rugged play on the backboard.
Exactly. He's playing aggressively right away here in the second half.
Celtics trail by 9. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Craig passes to Cornet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Craig's got 5 points in the quarter. Charlotte leading by 7. Poked away. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Shireman. Defended by Mann. Craig sets a screen. Here's Shireman. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Green. Here's Diabate. Craig defending. Shot clock at 6. Back to Nurkic. Goes back up and finished off by Nurkic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Charlotte in the lead. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen. Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Pass to Cornet. Here's Shireman from deep. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Charlotte leading by 11. Green, the screen. Here's Mann. And here's Nurkic. Pass to Green. The 3. It's hauled in by Cornet. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hauser the pass to Craig. 36 seconds left to play in the third. The Celtics working the ball around now. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hornets have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Green, the screen. Now, Mann. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot.
First team foul.
Outside Tatum. Lets a floater go.
Well, you see the defensive prowess there. I mean, I love when a Kobe gets up and sends it back. Not many guys of his size can do that.
Miller, no luck. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A 12-point game. And Holiday kicks to Brown. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Charlotte shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Ball with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Ball showing a lot of effervescence on the offensive end, and it's probably infectious for the rest of his squad.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Pass to White. The kick out to Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And White, the bucket on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. Brown against Ball. Miller surveying the floor. And it's the Hornets another 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, Holiday is deceptively tall and strong and has great point guard skills, and that makes it really hard to defend him.
He hits the second from the line. Hornets leading by 14. Outside, Ball. Miller, right side. Lets it fly. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Pass to Brown. Porzingis kicks to Brown. And White with the stuff.
Now that's big time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Now here is Miller. Fires the 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. White the pass to Tatum. Back to White. Stripped it away. Miller with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. Great job by Tatum in close.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper. But I like when he pounds that paint, too.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Charlotte leading by 12. Miller sets a screen for Ball. Out to Miller. Stolen by Holiday.
Well, they've been making plays like this all night. Sharp defense, not taking any possessions off.
Charlotte has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Out to Miller. Williams, a screen on White. And here's Miller outside. Rebound, Boston.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Ball with the bucket.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Here's Holiday, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Holiday goes in. Yes, that goes in. Ball kicks to Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And Ball puts up a deep three. And the miss. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but...
What better? For a Tuesday evening. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Paul Reed is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at small forward. And for the Celtics, the perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Stewart. Shot clock at 2. Here's Cunningham. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Now Holiday. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
Here's Cunningham. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And he gets that one.
Well, size and skill. Tatum on the interior? Yes, sir.
Holiday against Cunningham. Picked by Reed. Stewart outside. Kept alive. Here's Ivy. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the night. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White, good.
Oh, show a little stuff on the dribble drive, Derek White. Brushes off the defender. Yes, sir.
Cunningham against Holiday. Cunningham outside. He takes it in. Ivy outside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Reed. Good D by Porzingis.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Brown, a screen on Stewart. And that's a foul called on Paul Reed. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Thompson against Tatum. Outside White. Shot clock at 5. Back to Tatum.
Such a super athlete. Ivy is tough to score on.
And it's Tatum missing. Stewart, a screen on Holiday. It's Cunningham with a drive. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Basket's good. Tatum's got his second bucket.
And put it on a platter. Holiday serving it up for his teammate.
Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Reed. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by White. Picked by Stewart. Clock at 6. Ivy's shot is off. Boston trailing. White for 3. And Ivy pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Stewart, a screen on White. And here's Cunningham outside. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Here's Holiday. Thompson with some nice D.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Cunningham against Tatum. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw good from Cunningham.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
And he makes both free throws.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Cunningham. Outside Tatum. A shot to stop the run. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons ahead, up by... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Star Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Reed in at the center position.
When Porzingis is knocking down that three-point shot consistently, it opens up other aspects of his game.
Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top arm ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive, he's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Picked by Reed. And here's Cunningham outside. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. 4-point game. Outside Holiday. Tatum, a screen on Ivy. Back to Tatum from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch, those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Cunningham looking it over. Here's Reed. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Reed's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Holiday against Cunningham. There's the drive. Aggressive move from Cunningham.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drives.
And here's Brown for three. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Tatum. Out to Thompson. Stewart outside. The Pistons rebound. White with a steal. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these two young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
And that one falls for Tatum. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
Three-pointer, Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. Celtics trail by 4. And here's Holiday. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Out to the right wing. Porzingis for 3. No luck on that one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Inside. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Cunningham with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Cunningham against Porzingis. It's Cunningham with a drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer right now, filling it up.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Cade with the finish inside.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Celtics trail by 4. Tatum inside, working on Thompson. Tatum passes to White. Inside, White gets it to go.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Reed. This one for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Reed's got 9 points.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Tatum looking it over. And here's Brown for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Pistons on top, up 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
They've got Luke Cornett, Torrey Craig out there with Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Up top, Schroeder. Floats one. Count that bucket. And the Pistons lead by 7.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Craig. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Here's Shireman. No points so far. Craig, good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And here's Schroeder outside. They get it again. Kicks it out to Hardaway. The 3 ball. Knocks it down from distance.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Over to the wing. Craig with a screen on Hardaway. Outside Craig. Here's Hauser, defended by Hardaway. Pass to Hauser, 5 on the clock. Craig with a screen. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Off target from outside. Detroit leading by 5. Beasley outside. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. And Detroit another 3.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. Cornett sets a screen. Down low. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Duren. And here's Schroeder outside. Tries again. Duren, the screen. High arcing shot. Counted. And now a 10-point Pistons lead.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
Craig, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. 1:46 left in the 3rd. Boston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. And, you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from three-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
The 3 from Craig. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Schroeder going inside, and that one's good. Schroeder's got 9 points now in the 2nd half.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
They grab their own miss. Blocked! And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. So it's Boston now. Down by 15. The 3 from Craig. And they'll get another chance to get back on track. So Boston ends up going with a new group. So for the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
The Pistons lead by 15. Stewart, right side, from behind the arc. The rebound, Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Now here's Cunningham. 16 points for him. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Ivy. Back to Stewart. And here's Cunningham outside. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
There's Tatum with the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Detroit Pistons in control with a 16. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Paul Reed, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Pass to Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Lets a 3 fly. Porzingis grabs the board. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 17-point game. Porzingis high post. He's against Reed. Now here's Brown. Ivy defends. Porzingis for 3. Offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. Thompson against Holiday. It's Thompson, high post. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Well, Porzingis has tremendous mobility, so engaged on the offensive end. He has no problem finding open teammates.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists now in the game. Holiday passes to Brown. Knocked loose. Ivy with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Stewart, left side. To the paint. Here's Reed. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Cunningham. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Thompson scanning the floor. And there's the lob. White with the steal.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Brown passes to Holiday. Boston, no good that time either.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And here's Cunningham outside. Thompson, a screen on Holiday. Cunningham passes to Ivy. And stolen by Brown. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And then Tatum slams it in.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Now here's Ivy. Here's Reed. No good with the triple.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Brown finds Holiday. Outside Porzingis. Tatum against Thompson. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Offline with a three. Detroit leading by 17.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pistons.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Cade Cunningham.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Now here's Cunningham. Picked by Reed. Holiday against Cunningham. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The offensive rebound. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a three-point play. Porzingis, no good on the free throw. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
White, good. There's 18 seconds left in the game. It's stolen by Holiday. Here's Cunningham on the take. That one drops for him. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Out of bounds, it'll be Celtics ball.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the win.
of the NBA. On two, and a look at the starters for the Pistons. The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. Asar Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Out to Bridges. Deep 2 from Ball. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Cunningham. Miller grabs the miss. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Ivy. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Knocked away. Stolen by Ball. And there it is for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Ball against Thompson. Out to Miller. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Stewart down low. He's against Miller. Now, here's Bridges. Ivy defending. It's tipped and stolen by Ivy, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons leading by 6. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Miller dishes to Bridges. Takes a 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to to be set up for success.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Detroit with the ball. Following the three by Charlotte. Williams with the block. Here's Miller driving to the basket. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Duren. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Hornets trail by 6. Williams' shot is off. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And the dunk by Stewart.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Here's Ball. Good D by Thompson.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And so is Detroit in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 5. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. And he makes that one. You know, Stan, we hear all the time about after timeout plays. About how many of those do teams really have at their disposal?
Well, you certainly have to have a few, Kevin. Coaches vary in their philosophy. Some coaches will draw them up on the fly. I was one, like a lot of guys, who wanted to have things that we've worked on that then we could go to. But that just depends on who you've got, how smart your guys are, how quickly they pick things up.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Ball finds Miller. Back to Ball. That shot off. Good D by Thompson. And stolen by Miller. Shot from the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Miller sets a screen for Ball. Miller outside. Bridges a screen on Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Miller, that's for 2. Duren pulls it in.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Thompson outside. Pass to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on Miller. Cunningham's shot is off.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Miller against Cunningham. The three ball. Drains the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And smart choice by Cunningham, using the floater to get that one to go.
Miller sets a screen for Ball, and the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Hornets making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Ivy. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 6. There's Ball with the 3. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. And here's Miller outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
Duran with a screen on Miller. Back to Duran. Pass to Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. The shot by Ivy, no good. Hornets trail by 5. Miller, the pass to Ball. Out to Miller. From deep three-point land. No good on that one. He gets it up. He can't get it to go. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Detroit up 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Paul Reed out there with Harris. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's Schroeder. And he banks in the layup. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Man finds Williams. And it's Reed pulling it down.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Outside Hardaway. Back to Reed. Schroeder, left side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Harris outside. To the inside. Reed. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
From outside the arc, Charlotte again missing.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Wasted no time on that one. Schroeder's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons. Trying to get something going. Rebound, Detroit. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Reed. Teardrop shot. And the rebound by Nurkic. Charlotte's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Man with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to test.
Harris setting the pick for Schroeder. In the corner, Reed with it. Hardaway against Williams. From deep three-point territory, Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 9. That's good from Williams on the assist by Green.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
It's Schroeder with the drive. Back to Reed. For 3, Harris. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nurkic a screen on Schroeder. Green passes to Nurkic. Williams against Hardaway. Harris a screen on Williams. Here's Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Man passes to Green. On the wing, Green. Beyond the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Schroeder against Green. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely. Reed misses. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Back to man. Takes the 3. And it's the Hornets another 3. Here's Reed. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the Pistons lead by 5. And we've reached the end of the third. Pistons lead by 5. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. For the finish, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers would drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post-game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Isaiah Stewart taking 2 shots. The plays of the video review under NBA rules. The official
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so Stewart nails both of them. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 5. Miller with a screen on Thompson. Out to Miller. Back to Ball. Miller outside, over Cunningham. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Cunningham for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's a Kogi, and it's in there.
Well, you always want to pass the ball up court on the break. Normally leads to easy points, and we all know those are hard to come by.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Miller sets a screen for Ball. Out to Miller to take the lead. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. The Pistons lead it. Duren with a screen on Ball. The offensive rebound. Duren finds Cunningham. From past the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Cunningham's got 20.
And you see that one motion shot. Cunningham very consistent from distance.
Miller outside. 6 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Cunningham with some nice D. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Detroit.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
With some arc, stolen. Ball, the pass to Okogie. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Thompson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket. And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Yeah, all right. That'd be an automatic benching if I was coaching. What was that?
Bridges a screen on Cunningham. Outside Ball. There's the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. Cunningham's got 6 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Miller with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And Miller throws it down hard.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
To Cunningham. 46 seconds left in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Durant.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
Tries from 7. Detroit with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Williams sets a screen for Miller. Here's Okogie. Back to Miller. Pulls it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Fires from way outside. Off target. And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, we
basketball. Ball on two. Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Mark Williams out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. Ball against White. Tatum a screen on Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And Tatum, here we go. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
See, this is what makes him complete. Tatum doesn't settle, puts the ball on the floor, uses his length to finish.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
So it's Boston now. Half to the basket by Charlotte. White with it. Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Outside Porzingis. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
The 3 from Ball. Boston pulls it in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Charlotte's head coach. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Brown for 3. They get it back. Here's Porzingis. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Lets it fly. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Holiday passes to White. Puts up a 3. They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. That shot is off. Nice D from Bridges. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time. Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome! Porzingis finds Brown. With the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
Miller, a screen on White. Ball. Pass to Okogie. Back to Ball. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Mark Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Tatum. Williams grabs the board.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Ball right side. Bridges, a screen on White. Here's Ball, and Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Here's Miller to the inside. Here's Williams. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Brown passes to Holiday. That three's off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Porzingis. White against Miller. It's White with a drive. Some solid defense from Williams.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
First team foul.
Holiday against Miller. Williams. Miller, the pass to Williams. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
I like Miller's vision. I mean, he sees the court well and makes really good decisions with the ball.
Here's Tatum. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
And you like the balance here.
Whoa!
Nice!
What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Ball with a steal. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. Charlotte on top. They're up. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now for the Celtics. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast, but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well. And when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Pass to White. Porzingis with a screen on ball. Outside Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And look at Ball take off. Love seeing him use his athleticism to slam it home.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Ball passes to Miller. It's good, and the assist that time from Ball. Miller's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
And Bridges, here we go. Doesn't go that time. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. Pass to White. And here in the 2nd, 2 minutes gone by. The 3, Porzingis. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here in the 2nd quarter. Bridges, a screen on Holiday. Miller can't get it to go. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Outside Holiday. Outside Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Ball's doubled. Pass to Williams. Ball surveys the floor. 2nd quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. The shot, no good. Stolen by Miller. Ball outside. Back to Miller.
Two minutes remaining in the first half.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes. Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Celtics with the lead. Stolen by Miller. Here's Bridges. Nails the baby hook. Bridges has gotten 4 this quarter.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
The Hornets making a switch here. Nurkic just checked in. Miller, three-pointer off the mark.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Tatum with it. Nurkic picks him up. 4 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Porzingis has got 11 points.
Well, Porzingis is such a skilled shooter. He can find a look from just about anywhere.
Miller outside. 27 seconds left in the second. From 20 feet. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Get ready for the Phantom Half-Court Shot Drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Josh Green out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Grant Williams. And it's Diabate in at the 4. That's the Hornets 5. Outside for Green. Here's Mann. No good on the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Here's Pritchard, Green covering. Out to Craig. Here's Shireman. He's scoreless. From downtown. Rebounded by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 6. Williams finds Nurkic. Back to Williams. To the middle. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist from Williams. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
To the wing on the left. Here's Shireman. He's guarded by man, and it's Shireman missing. Green against Craig. To the paint. Here's Williams. Outside man. Pass to Williams. Second chance shot. Boston pulls it in.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Cornette sets a screen. Craig passes to Cornette. Buries it down low. And the Celtics lead by 6.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Up top man. Outside, Green. Back to man. Lets it go from deep. And that comes off the assist by Green. Man's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Pritchard. Green covering. Here's Craig. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Green. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 1-point Boston lead.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Cornette passes to Pritchard. Back to Cornette. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. In transition, here they come. Here's Diabate. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Give them credit. They fought hard to get back into it, and now they're rewarded with the lead.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. For Boston, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Craig. To win the run. Again, the miss by Boston. And Williams has got the ball here for Charlotte. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Pass to Craig. Launches the 3. And the 3-pointer goes. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's man. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Boston, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. There's the 3. Williams grabs the board. The Hornets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Here's Nurkic. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Nurkic has got 6 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Craig. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Outside for Green. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Hornets up 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Charlotte leading by 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center position.
If you get any space, LaMelo will find you. So be ready.
Tatum looking it over. Outside, Brown. Pass to White. Back to Brown, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Shot clock at 3. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Off the mark there with a 3. Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Here's Williams. Hits the jump hook. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick. They have taken a very methodical approach.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Here's Miller. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 9. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Brown passes to Holiday. Back to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with it. From deep three-point land. And it's Tatum missing. Charlotte leading by 9. Okogie, the pass to Miller. Bridges, a screen on Holiday. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Tatum finds Holiday. Now here's Tatum. The D's right on him. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Miller, a screen on White. Here's Ball. Miller on the wing. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Miller against Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Miller outside. Williams passes to Miller. 4-3. He drops it from range. Miller's got 6 here in the quarter.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Tatum passes to Brown. Launches it. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. Charlotte leading by 4. Ball with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Back to Ball. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, total focus there from Ball. Not letting anyone stop him.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
White, the pass to Holiday. Porzingis with it. Outside, Brown. Tatum, a screen on Bridges. On the wing, Tatum. Kick out to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
In the clutch, Brown is someone you rely on, and he knows how to find his team points in a hurry.
Miller outside.
Celtics foul. White. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
White for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. All right, Grant trying to seize control now.
NBA, if they can convert here, they might be able to close the door.
Ball with it. Picked up by Tatum. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Holiday.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Brown can't hit. Ball against White. Knocks it loose. White with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one. And so the Hornets take the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA.
Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And for the Pistons, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Asar Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Reed in at the 5. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Tatum. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Cunningham for 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Cunningham against White. The kick out to Tatum. It's good from about 19 feet.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Stewart a screen. Cunningham for 3. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Holiday. Tatum deciding where to go with it from the baseline. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's Cunningham. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got 5 now.
And how about Cade just pushing through that time to finish it off?
The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
And here's Cunningham. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Reed finds Stewart. Stewart, a screen for Ivy. Back to Stewart. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Detroit.
Well, good sign here as Stewart showing he has the range to step back and do that.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Holiday up top, covered by Cunningham. Back to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Outside, Porzingis over Cunningham, and it's good off the back rim and in.
That's a confident shot from Porzingis, and when he's pulling that quick, you know he's feeling it.
Cunningham drives in. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 7 points in the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's White. Back to Tatum. Holiday against Cunningham. Tatum with a screen on Cunningham. Holiday gets the bucket.
Fairly efficient from the three-point line. Holiday can punish you from the arc.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, we talked about Jrue Holiday and how he plans to stop him from being a factor out there. Coach said it won't be easy. He told me Holiday is a gifted two-way guy, but I think we can trip him up by staying on him on all times, by staying aggressive. So that direct approach is what they hope throws Holiday off his game. Guys?
Thanks, David. Boston needs to get off his shot. And it's White missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 9.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Cunningham against Holiday. Pass to White. The 3. And it's Reed pulling it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ivy passes to Reed. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Ivy can score it, but showing his combo mentality to run the offense.
Brown finds Holiday. He takes it in, and Holiday throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Cunningham looking it over, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tie game in Detroit. After this break, we'll be back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And White kicks to Porzingis. Back to White. Outside, Porzingis. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 5.
Matching threes for these teams. Porzingis, so good from deep.
Pass to Stewart. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum passes to Holiday. Driving the lane, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Great decision by Holiday to sprint towards the hoop for the high percentage shot inside.
Reed a screen. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And here is Tatum, following the three-pointer by Cade Cunningham. Tatum dishes to Brown. Here's the teardrop. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got his first points in this one. Pistons trail by 3. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here's White, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first 3 from the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, his chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's White. Still scoreless. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Cans it from downtown. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Porzingis can knock him down from out there. He's just looking for some consistency.
On the wing, Brown. He's covered by Thompson. Here's White. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Austin with the ball. Following the three by Detroit. White finds Tatum. Offensive rebound. Back to White. The kick out to Tatum. Holiday against Cunningham. The three from Tatum. Good D by Thompson.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
I wonder, Stewart, with that wingspan, just where you can throw lobs for him to still throw it down.
And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by Detroit. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Another shot. Porzingis can't hit.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Stewart with the screen on White. And stolen by White. Outside Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. And he slams it right down on top of Cade Cunningham.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by two. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Malik Beasley out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Hardaway in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now. The shot's good. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Tobias Harris getting a little bit creative, finding some room on the inside and keeping the defense guessing with that shot attempt.
Hauser the pass to Craig. Here's the three. Rebounded by Hardaway. Detroit's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Harris kicks it over to Schroeder. Out to Harris. Pocket 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Pritchard. Scoreless thus far. For three. Craig can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Duran slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And when it comes to Jalen Duran, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, can rebound, and gives you a different presence on the inside.
Now Schroeder, just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And it's a 6-point Piston lead.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Cornette passes to Craig. Here's Cornette. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cornette's got his first points of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Celtics trail by 4. Going inside and finished off by Craig.
very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. Here's Craig, and finished off by Craig.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Beasley outside. And it's blocked. Floats one. That one good for two. Pritchard's got his second bucket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And it's Schroeder missing.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Here's Craig, and it's blocked. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Here's Pritchard. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Knocked loose and stolen by Thompson. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Reed. Oh, good on the three. Hacked on the shot. And he'll have 3 chances at the line. It's on Asar Thompson. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Porzingis with the steal. He's off on that one. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Tatum drives in, and Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Pass to Stewart. Reed a screen. A floater. Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Reed a screen on Brown. Cunningham passes to Reed. 4 on the clock. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Just flat-out playmaking from Cade. This is why he was picked first overall.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. Pass to Reed. White against Cunningham. For the three. Second shot opportunity. Reed kicks to Cunningham. Back to Reed. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
It's Thompson off the drive, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listened into what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thanks so much, David. The kick out to Tatum. And the 3 off target. Detroit leading by 4. It's White on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Porzingis passes to White. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Boston again missing. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cunningham against White. Pass to Reed. Here's Stewart.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism. And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks. Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
You see the raw talent that Cade Cunningham has, and with hard work and the proper focus.
Today, no good. Pistons leading by 9. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Brown. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. They get a hand on it.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Here's Brown. Tatum passes to White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. Bank shot, no good. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. And it's White missing.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
From deep three-point territory. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
Now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Isaiah Stewart out there with Asar Thompson. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot. And the highlight of this game could be the matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got 2 bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Now here's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. From 15 feet away. Ivy outside. Puts up a 3. Pistons keep it alive. Stewart the pass to Ivy. Thompson with it from downtown. And again, no good by Detroit. Pass to Bridges. Finished off the break.
Bridges that time being rewarded for his hustle and his awareness right there. Opportunistic score that time.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Cunningham against Bridges. Ivy outside. Just 5 to shoot. Stewart outside. Launches a 3. Here's Duren. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
And it's 6'10". Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And here they come. Here's Miller. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
And we're going to have a jump ball. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Stewart the pass to Duren. Ivy outside. Now here's Stewart. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Thompson against Ball. Spins. Converts after the nice spin.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Cunningham outside. Here's Ivy. Here's Duren. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Miller a screen on Thompson. Ball with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Ball no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Stewart a screen on Miller. Cunningham passes to Thompson. That 3's off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Ball. Williams a screen on Ivy. Here's Ball driving to the basket. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 5 rebounds tonight. The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball. Got it.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Duren the screen. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Lets a floater go. Okogie pulls down the board. The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Miller. Williams with the screen. Miller, the pass to Okogie. Miller against Ivy. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Williams. The kick out to Ball. Misses the 3. Detroit has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets. 15 seconds left to play in the first. Here he goes. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Detroit on. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Jalen Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Ball no good. The Pistons lead by 5. 3-pointer Stewart. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Miller finds Ball. Tries to break his ice. Thompson with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Flushing it home. Cunningham finishing it off.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ball. Ball in the paint.
What a gentle shot by Ball. Not overpowering with his release.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game. Duren the screen. Out to Thompson. On the wing, Ivy. The floater. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Duren's got 6 points.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted. Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Cunningham. Oh, Cunningham rises up.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
Ball against Cunningham. Stewart, a screen on Ball. Pass to Duren. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Oh, Williams with the block. And they get it back. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Miller. And Charlotte, another three.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Ball. Over Cunningham. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Thompson. Stewart outside. Thompson, a screen on Bridges. Cunningham on the wing. 11 points in the game. And the dunk by Duran. And that's a double-double for him now.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Cunningham with the ball. And it's Thompson penetrating. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Detroit on top. They're up by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for the Hornets, we've got Smith, Trey Mann out there with Green. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Diabate in at the 4.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Now here's Mann. Pass to Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Detroit leading by 7. And how about the Aussie Josh Green? An athletic wing. He's become a real threat from outside.
And I like that he's added that to his game because he gives you all the intangibles. He's a physical presence. He's an excellent defender. He moves well without the ball. When he's knocking down threes, it takes him to another level as an offensive player. He's got a chance to be a really special player going forward.
Here's Diabate. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. And there's the call on Dennis Schroeder. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Pistons on D. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul of the game. Detroit has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Schroeder passes to Harris. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Mann. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Yeah, really good sign for them offensively. They should keep getting him touches. Make sure he gets shots here.
Now here's Reed. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And it's Williams finishing in transition. Nice.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
There's a screen by Nurkic. His man. No good. That would have tied it. The Pistons lead by 3. Out to Harris. Reed passes to Harris. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Mann. That's his first foul. Schroeder against Green. Pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Reed. Left side Schroeder. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Schroeder's got his first points of the night. Here's Diabate. Back to man. Second shot opportunity. Diabate's shot is good.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Green against Schroeder. Up top Reed. Out to Harris. Back to Reed. Fires the 3. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Nurkic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And the second free throw is good. 1:10 left in the third. Schroeder against Green. Shot's good by Schroeder. Schroeder's gotten 4 this quarter.
So crafty and clever at finishing inside. Schroeder doesn't lack confidence trying to get it up and down from this area.
Back to man. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Outside for Green. Back to man. And stolen by Hardaway. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Harris outside. Outside Hardaway for 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Harris outside. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Asar Thompson out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Duren in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Pass to Okogie. Williams up top. Shoots over Thompson. Nails the baby hook.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Cunningham up top, Stewart. for three. And the Pistons, another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Cunningham. Thompson outside. It's tipped.
I mean, he just continued to work for the block. Miller not letting up an ounce of effort.
Pass to Okogie. Stolen by Ivy. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Now here's Ivy. Duren with a screen on ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Ivy.
You know, Ivy wants to get to the rim, but good judgment taking what's there.
Miller, a screen on Thompson. Ball passes to Miller. Three-pointer. The rebound by Stewart. Detroit leading by 6. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Miller on the wing. Williams a screen on Cunningham. And Miller good for 3.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Miller pulls it in. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 3. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Ball. Pass to Williams. Back to Okogie. And Williams punches it home.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Here's Cunningham. Puts up a deep 3. Cunningham showing the range.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Hornets trail by 4. Ball right side. Cunningham against Miller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Pistons have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
Now here's Miller. Williams a screen on Cunningham. Miller can't get it to go.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
And here's Thompson for 3. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Stewart. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Here's Miller. Charlotte, no good that time either. Stolen by Miller. Fader on the way. Okogie, the pass to Miller. The 3 from Ball. The shot, no good. And here's Cunningham. Fires from way outside. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close.